And now when everybody watches this and realizes how crazy this is, remember this. New London Police Department, Brian Wright did send out a memo to his officers about First Amendment auditors on July 6, 2021. Chief Wright emailed a memo to his officers reminding them that the public has a First Amendment right to record in public settings. July 1st, 2021. I didn't start doing this till 2022. They have the dates wrong in here. This memo was sent out after a First Amendment audit was conducted at the New London Police Department parking lot, which resulted in one of the officers being suspended for 8 days and undergoing mandatory retraining. The incident occurred on August 20th, 2022 and involved a YouTuber named Daniel Kakaska who runs a channel called the Confrontation State. It says that the memo was sent out after me, but it clearly says it was sent out on July 6, 2021. So they knew. He was warned. The incident highlighted the need for law enforcement officers to be aware of citizens' rights to record in public spaces, and Chief Wright's memo was a response to ensure that his officers were informed about these rights. Clearly not, because even before this, we were filming at a CVS and we weren't doing anything. And if you watch the whole body camera footage, you can hear one of the officers talk about, oh, they were borderline interfering over it. No, we weren't. We weren't even talking. We were standing there filming. They clearly have no idea what they're talking about. And now it looks like departments are going to be scared to hold officers accountable because they're going to sue the department.
What are you guys doing?
Filming.
Or what?
Pacific 10. Good.
All right, you guys are done now.
No.
Yeah.
For what?
I'm asking you to leave the
I have not done the thing.
I'm asking you to leave private property now. Get out of the lot.
Not private property.
You have to leave business here?
Yeah.
You're now in a private lot and you're being asked to
Where's
leave
the
a
sign?
private.
Where's the sign?
I'm telling you now.
It doesn't
Go.
matter.
Leave
No,
this.
no.
Let's
No.
go.
It's not
Off
how
the
this
property,
works.
please.
It's not how this works.
Let's go.
It's not.
I'm not asking you. Get
Okay.
off the property.
I'm not.
Let's go.
I'm not.
Then you're gonna end up downstairs and I'll lock up.
Where are your signs?
There are no signs. But
Exactly.
You're
So
being
I'm
given
allowed
a
to be-
lawful
No,
order
you're not.
to
What law?
disperse.
What law?
Disorderly conduct.
No,
You're being
that's
given.
not how
Yes.
this works.
Let's go.
If you want here, disorderly conduct.
Let's go.
Come on, disorderly conduct.
Let's go.
You want to call it? Let's do it.
Let's go.
You want to call it? Let's do it. I'm
Let's
doing
go.
nothing
Come
wrong.
on.
No,
Why,
no, no.
Why you gotta come out here and bust balls?
But
Like,
balls,
yeah.
you came out here. I was doing nothing wrong.
You're out here
Then
filming
thank
this.
you. I'm not going to answer
Right.
any more questions. I'm going to
Let's go.
continue doing what I was doing. Touching me?
You're
You're touching me?
Property.
You're touching me?
Off the property.
Stop
Let's
touching
go.
me, please.
Off the
Stop
property.
touching me, please.
It doesn't. I am being asked to
It
leave.
doesn't matter.
You're
You're
being
just
asked.
how are you this high and you don't
You're
even know
now
that?
being asked
And then
to
you're putting
leave,
your
sir.
hands on me? What's
You're
wrong
being
with you?
asked to leave.
You need to go do your homework.
Okay, I'm doing my homework.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you need to go
You
read
need
the
to
laws.
leave the property.
No, I don't
That's
need
what
to
it
tell.
is.
All right, I'm not going to answer any more questions, and I'm standing right here until I'm ready to go inside.
Then we're gonna stand right here with
Go
you.
ahead.
Okay, I got all I do. I got till 7 o'clock in the morning.
Can you start touching me?
Can you? No.
I'm allowed to move.
Okay, so am I.
Okay, just keep touching me.
Let's go.
Jay, take your camera out.
Let's go.
Excuse me, sir.
What's up, everybody? It's Danny from the Constitution State here today. I hope everybody's having a good day. So this is an update video, I guess, and it's kind of messed up. So this took place at the New London Police Department in New London, Connecticut. And look at this. New London police manager files lawsuit claiming chief and city leaders stifled union activity, which that doesn't really seem to be what it's about. So it goes on to talk about in August 2022, Bergeson confronted a man later identified as First Amendment activist. When we wouldn't leave, he tried to use his body and his arms to try and escort us off the property. It states later, Galante reported that he found no justification for Bergeson's multiple physical contacts with the man while the First Amendment activist was engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Galante recommended a complaint be filed against Bergeson. He's clearly just delusional, and he thinks since he wears that costume, he shouldn't be held accountable or in any trouble at all. He should just be allowed to go do whatever he wants. Also, the man who claimed Bergeson manhandled him filed a criminal complaint prompting death threats against Bergeson and his family, the suit says. I don't know why he's whining about that. That's what happens when you're a cop and you break the law. People are not going to be happy. That's what happens when you violate people's rights. And here it says there's at least 2 members right now in the New London Police Department. That's Joshua and his brother Todd, who have both had multiple lawsuits against them throughout their careers. In addition, the result mentions Joshua and Todd's father, Axel, was a manager at the department, and their uncle Gary worked as an officer in New London before taking a full-time position at the Groton Long Point Police Department. Overall, it appears that the Bergesons have been involved in multiple legal disputes related to their work with the New London Police Department. And I've never seen this before. Leo Ratings, they actually rate cops, and they actually have one about Joshua. Shows service record, New London Police Department. They should have just left him fired then. They would have done the whole world a favor. Incident reports: 2009 assault. In 2009, Bergeson was off duty and intoxicated at a club when he slapped a woman, so he's a woman beater. 2011, Bergeson was fired for absenteeism. In April 2013, Bergeson was rehired. 2022, the First Amendment audit with me. Response timeline: the department conducted an internal investigation and Bergeson was cited for violation of department policy regarding respect and courtesy, conducting on becoming of an officer, and use of force reporting. Bergeson was suspended for 8 days in order to take training. The New London County State's Attorney reviewed the report from the investigation and determined that there was no violations of any criminal statutes. These are the Leo ratings. Red means he failed, green means he did good, and nothing means he did okay. So as we see, he got 3 reds.
Oh. What are you guys doing? What?
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do, so
Don't want to answer any questions? What about you? You want to answer any questions? Or?
They heard this. They stated that those two were over at their department videotaping and refused to identify themselves.
You can get off that car.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for doing the right thing.
All right, you guys are done now.
No.
Yeah.
For what?
I'm asking you to leave the
I have not done a single.
I'm asking you to leave private property now. Get out of the lot.
Not private property.
You have to leave business here?
Yeah. I'm going to the lobby now.
I'm asking you. Okay, you can go to the lobby, but
No.
yep. You're not going to the lobby. You can leave.
I'm not doing anything.
I'm not asking.
Okay, well,
Are you here for police business?
Does that matter?
Yes. You're now in a private lot and you're being asked to
Where's
leave
the
up the
sign?
road.
Where's the sign?
I'm telling you now.
It doesn't
Go.
matter.
Leave
No,
this.
no.
Let's
No.
go.
It's
Off
not
the
how
property,
this works.
please.
It's not how this works.
Let's go.
It's not.
I'm not asking you.
Okay.
Get off the property.
I'm not.
Let's go.
I'm not.
Then you're gonna end up downstairs in our lockup.
What you need to.
Okay. You need to leave now, please.
For what?
You're not here for police business.
I just told you I was going in the lobby
Okay.
next.
Then you can go up in the lobby.
I can go up in the lobby
Yep.
when I'm ready.
No,
There's
you
no time
can-
limit.
okay.
You're
You're not
not
gonna be
gonna
out here
come out here
with
and make up.
private.
Where's
with
the-
officers
where are your
first.
signs?
Okay. I'm telling you.
Where
now.
are your signs?
There are no signs, but
Exactly.
you're
So
being
I'm
given
allowed
a
to
lawful
No,
order
you're
to
not. What law?
disperse.
What law?
Disorderly conduct.
For,
You're being
that's
given.
not how
Yes.
this works.
Let's go.
If you want, here,
Let's
disorderly conduct.
Let's go.
Come on, disorderly conduct.
Let's go.
You want to call it? Let's do it.
Let's go.
You want to call it? Let's do it. Because I'm
Let's
doing
go.
nothing
Come
wrong.
on.
No,
why,
no.
Why you gotta come out here and bust balls?
Bust
Like,
balls?
yes.
You came out here. I was doing nothing wrong.
Okay, you're out here filming people's
I'm
personal
allowed
cars.
to.
Okay. Again.
Again, what?
Do you
so,
have anything
so I'm
better to
allowed
do
to.
than come here
Then
and do
thank
this?
you. I'm not going to answer
Right.
any more questions. I'm
Let's
going to
go.
continue doing what I was doing.
Touching me?
You're touching me?
Off the property.
You're
Let's go.
touching me?
Off the property.
Stop
Let's
touching
go.
me, please.
Off the
Stop
property.
touching me, please. It
Let's
doesn't.
go.
I have
You're being asked to
It
leave.
doesn't matter. You
You're
can't just
being
ask
asked
me.
to leave. Yes, you can.
Listen, time out.
Yes,
You-
you
no,
can.
you can't.
You want to come in for police business? come in
Listen,
for
no.
police
It
business.
doesn't. I don't even need police business.
Okay.
Even if I wasn't here for police business, it doesn't matter.
You're not going
This
to
is
stand out.
public
You're not
property.
going to
I
stand
can
out here
stand
now.
out.
No,
here.
you're being
I
asked
can.
to
It doesn't
leave.
matter.
Yes.
I haven't done anything wrong. You
You're
need to
being
commit a
asked to
crime
leave.
or be suspected of a crime. Like, how are you this high and you don't
You're
even know
now
that?
being asked
And then
to
you're putting
leave,
your
sir.
hands on me? What's
You're
wrong
being
with you?
asked to leave.
You need to go do your homework.
Okay, I'm doing my homework.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you need to go
You
read
need
the
to
laws.
leave the property,
No.
sir.
I need to commit a crime for you to have me leave public property. This is
You're
not
now
private.
being given a lawful order
No,
to leave the
lawful-
property
I
by
need-
a
what's the
police
law?
officer. Okay, trespass.
That's not, no. You can't trespass me for public property when I haven't broken a law.
Okay,
Come on.
Are you here for police business?
I just told you I was.
Okay, then what is the police business you're
I
here
don't need
for?
to tell you.
Yes, you do.
No,
You're
I
not
don't.
here for police business.
I don't
That's
need
what
to
it
tell.
is.
All right, I'm not going to answer any more questions, and I'm standing right here until I'm ready to go inside.
And we're gonna stand right here with you.
Go ahead.
Okay, I got all I do. I got till 7 o'clock in the morning.
Can you start touching me?
Can you? No.
I'm allowed to move.
Okay, and so am I.
Okay, just keep touching me.
Let's go.
Jay, take your camera out.
Let's go.
Excuse me, sir.
Do you really want to do this?
I don't care, because I haven't done
Let's
anything
go.
wrong. You're the one making yourself look like
Get
a clown.
off the property.
No.
You don't need to be on
If
the
you
property.
had a reason and or you could really arrest me, you already would have done it.
It's Saturday, and I don't feel like leaving downstairs all weekend. I really don't.
I don't believe that.
This is You
This
got
is
no
what?
need to be down here, dude.
I can be. Yes, I do.
What
I'm
is
not
your
going to tell
police
you,
business
but I
to
can be here.
What is your police business?
I'm doing what I need to do.
Okay.
So
If you go near a personal car,
I'll go near whatever.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you.
No, if you go
I'm going
near-
to tell
you
you.
can
I'm
stay
done.
there any- you can
No,
stay
no, no,
there
no.
any
Because
police
now
car
I
you
can
want.
stay here, and now I can do that.
Because I got better shit to do than sit
No,
here and
because
deal
now
with
you're
No,
wrong.
listen,
I can record
better
those
things to
cars.
do
I
with
can
you.
record any
Okay.
car in this parking lot
If
I
I
want.
catch you touching a vehicle or trying to open a door, I want to arrest you.
Now it goes to that. Did you see me do that before you touched me
but
and did
if
all
I-
that
if
shit?
I catch you doing it.
Did you see
Because
me?
I got
do-
better shit to do, dude.
That's
Sit
what
down
you
here
keep
and deal with
saying,
this
but you're
stuff.
out here.
Okay.
You would have never came out here if you had something
How
better
about
to
I
do.
say, if you need something, come up into the lobby and deal with it.
I'll be up
Other
there
than
when I'm
that,
ready.
We're all
Thank
set.
you.
Losers
Losers? You're a fucking loser,
Nothing
dude.
better to do, dude.
You're a loser. You are a loser.
Go find something better to do with your life.
Me?
I'm sorry.
You're the one that came running outside like you're fucking some tough guy, you clown.
What a waste of time. Go back.
Oh, I'm a waste of time. That's why you're out here wasting time. Bunch of fucking geniuses. You know, now leave them. After you already touched me, you fucking loser. How many times did you touch me, you clown? How many? That's why you do shit. You can't. You don't have personal cars right now. What are you gonna do? And I didn't even look at them before. Now I will. Oh, providing an overall safe environment. Then why are you assaulting me? Yeah, you're the supervisor? So I was outside, walking through the parking lot, taping. Your officers, 3 of them came out. Supervisor started pushing me around, giving unlawful orders. And unlawful. Kept trying to tell me I'm trespassing and I'm disorderly when I wasn't doing anything. If you're doing it. If you're committing that crime, it's a lawful order, but when you're not.
You read the statute for trespass first, after giving a lawful order.
Yeah, but you have to be committing a crime.
Regardless if it's supposed to be or not.
No, but you have to be committing a crime to be trespassed from public property.
Oh, I'm not gonna do
Oh, okay, so you're just like the rest of them. I need 3 complaint forms, and how do I request that body cam footage? Through here, though? Or where? The town hall? Through records? Okay, so how do I get the complaints?
You want to play form? I mean,
No, 3. 4.
just do it. I mean, you can put more than one officer on the form. Is that what
No,
you
I want to put, I do them individual.
say before?
Yeah. You could tell they get shitty service out here to the public. It's crazy. I feel bad for the people in New London. Can I get your name and badge number? That's how you witness it? Okay, thank you. You guys gotta do better for the public, man. It's crazy that you treat people like that. Well, guys, that's I find this comical too. This is when he became the president of the union. New union president talks new direction, move forward with New London Police. The 37-year-old Bergeson said that one of his immediate goals is to move the department past the fallout over a recent flurry of lawsuits and internal accusations alleging gender and racial discrimination by a small group of supervisors, as well as the still cloudy suspension last month of the city's first black police chief. And this is Bergeson here, the second one in from the right, the potato chip looking motherfucker. And as you'll see, it really looks like this dude is just straight up delusional. Zero accountability, zero anything. And it's sad because this is what the unions create. The bargaining agreements create. They make it impossible to get rid of these retards. As we saw, New London police manager files lawsuit. New London, a local police manager who also headed the police union, has sued the chief, a retired captain in the city, contending officials punished him and tried to silence him when he challenged what he calls their unjustified actions. He really believes that he did nothing wrong. That's how bugged out this dude is. Manager Josh Bergeson filed the lawsuit last week in U.S. District Court in New Haven against Police Chief Brian Wright, retired Police Captain Matthew Galante, and the City of New London. So officers are going to start suing every time they get a complaint sustained. Valid complaints already get found unfounded all the time. He already got luckier than anybody else would have. He should have been charged with a record. A New London police officer since 2007, Bergeson was elected to a 2-year term as union president in November 2021. The lawsuit says that Wright, Galante, and other city leaders resented the union's activities under President Bergeson and actively worked to limit his role and stifle union activity. Neither Wright nor Galante could be reached for comment on Tuesday. What does this have to do with him getting held accountable for assaulting me? A key incident in raising his superior's retaliatory ire, according to the lawsuit, was Bergeson warning in 2022 about the city's annual Sailfest Summer Festival. He wrote to Wright and the mayor, Michael Passero, about the low staffing at the police department and the inability to adequately protect officers and people attending the July celebration. The lawsuit says Bergeson's warnings were ignored, prompting the police union to post its concerns on Facebook, which drew media coverage. Sailfest went on as scheduled and had no issues. Let's remember, it went on as scheduled and was perfectly fine. They also said that there's 20 other agencies helping out. It's just funny that if the department or the town disagrees, the union goes out and makes a big deal about it and whines about it. And I see why Bergeson became the union president, because he is one of the most scummy officers they have there. And as we know, the union loves scumbags. They are scumbags, so why wouldn't they want a scumbag? In August 2022, Bergeson confronted a male later identified as a First Amendment activist who was filming police vehicles, officers' personal vehicles, and the police station. The lawsuit says there had been recent vehicle break-ins and attempts to steal police vehicles, the suit says. So Bergeson ordered the man to leave and a companion to leave the parking lot property. And about that, no, we were recording police vehicles in the police station. Yeah, we walked by personal cars, but we weren't up on them looking in them. And it seems like every department says that there's been recent break-ins and attempts to steal vehicles every time this happened. Yet it's nowhere to be found. You can't find anything on it because it didn't seem to happen. When the man refused, Bergeson used his body and his arms to try and escort the individual off the parking lot. The lawsuit says Galante later reported that he found no justification for Bergeson's multiple physical contacts with the man, which occurred while the First Amendment activist was engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Galante recommended a complaint be filed against Bergeson for failing to report use of force and for conduct on becoming of an officer, according to the lawsuit, which is 100% right. If Galante didn't do that, the department would look 10 times worse, because then they would just be blatantly ignoring our laws and our civil rights to cover for this loser. Wright agreed with Galante's findings, the lawsuit says. Also, the man who claimed Bergeson manhandled him filed a criminal complaint prompting death threats against Bergeson and his family, the suit says. Although a state prosecutor cleared Bergeson of criminal charges, Wright decided he should be suspended for 3 days and receive additional training, the lawsuit said. Yes, at least somebody did the right thing. The prosecutor chose to ignore our rights and the laws of our state and clear this criminal. At least Wright did the right thing. And even me, I fought that. I said, no, he should have more. There should be more done. I brought it all the way to the review board and the mayor backed him. So even though the mayor sided with him and everybody did as much as they could for him to protect him, he still had a little fit. He really thinks he should just be able to walk away with nothing. This dude's gotta be slow. Bergeson and the union fought the decision and contended that the department's problematic and new interpretation of use of force also would apply to Wright pushing a female at Sailfest as officers were clearing the crowd. So it's funny, this is what kids do, and this is even what criminals do all the time. This is what people do when they're getting tickets, you know, when somebody says, oh, well, look at that car was going faster than me. And what do the police say? It doesn't matter. You were the one clocked. Handle it like an adult. Be a man about it. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to say, well, he did this. And I would say there's a big difference between somebody pushing somebody at Sailfest. I don't know the details, but we know there's what, up to 300,000 people there, like they said. It's a high stress situation. As he said, they were understaffed, so they were probably on edge, right? Isn't that what you said, Bergeson? That's a big difference between that and just assaulting somebody during a First Amendment protected activity, doing nothing wrong, breaking no laws on public property. So that's a bad comparison. I saw Wright this past Sailfest, dude, and he was out there interacting with the public, dude, and he don't know me by face, but when we walked by, he was saying hi to my kids, he was saying hi to all the kids walking by, he was actually interacting with everybody instead of just standing there. I respect it. The lawsuit details complaints and counter complaints, but into the fall of 2023, the suit's central contention is that Wright, Galante, and other city leaders continue to retaliate against Bergeson, interfere with union activity, and attempt to stomp out any questioning of the chief Wright's management practices, all with an eye on ousting Bergeson as union president. And honestly, I haven't heard anything about questioning the chief for his management practices or anything other than the stuff pertaining to Sailfest, which again, if you were making a big deal out of something that was going to happen regardless, or isn't a big deal, you just think it's a big deal, so you want to question everything and make a big deal out of it, why would they listen to you? And it's funny because it just looks like he's trying to use getting held accountable for assaulting me and, you know what I mean, breaking the law and what happened to him as that's retaliation. That's not retaliation. That's literally what's supposed to happen, retard. Bergeson ran for re-election to post with voting set for November 10th, 2023, but on September 29th, he was placed on administrative leave pending a hearing. He was also banned from the police department grounds and his departmental email was shut off, the lawsuit says. As a result of the retaliatory actions against him, Bergeson was not re-elected, the lawsuit says. Yeah, for the better of the community, he wasn't re-elected. At this point, with everything he's done, he shouldn't be a cop. That's clear as day. He was on administrative suspension for 151 days until February 21st, 2024, the suit says. Ultimately, his official punishment was a 3-day suspension, which was held in abeyance according to the complaint. Well, and I'm glad he was out that long because it's 151 days that the community is safer. Bergeson charged the department and city officials with unfair and unjustified disciplinary action, retaliation, and violations of his First Amendment rights, among other contentions. You can't make this stuff up. He doesn't have rights. He's on duty. He has duties. So he's claiming that he was unjustly disciplined and retaliated against for his First Amendment rights, for assaulting me and violating my First Amendment rights. He claims a loss of wages and benefits, emotional distress, damages to his reputation, loss of friends, isolation, embarrassment, emotional and physical pain, and suffering and loss of enjoyment of life's activities. Bergeson's suit seeks compensatory and punitive damages. $1 million, that's what he's asking for. This doesn't even make sense. Loss of wages. You know they were paying his dumbass to sit at home. Benefits. You know they were giving him his benefits. Emotional distress. Damage to his reputation. That's all his own doing. That's not the department. That's him. You think your friends just stopped being friends with you because you got put on leave? No, because you're out there actively committing crimes and then turning around and doing this. Embarrassment, you deserve it. If you act like that, you deserve it. You go out and embarrass people on a daily basis and then turn around and do this? What physical pain do you get for being on leave, dumbass? These are some of the things he did. In 2009, Joshua Bergeson was off duty and intoxicated at a club when he allegedly slapped a woman. This incident resulted in Bergeson being suspended from the New London Police Department. It wasn't allegedly, he did it. It says here, several police officers testified during an investigation that they witnessed Bergeson slap a woman while he was intoxicated at a club. Bergeson was later suspended from the force as a result of the incident. And not one of these heroes here called the police, called an on-duty cop to have him arrested. How about this one? Connecticut college student says he was assaulted by the officer previously fired for brutality incident. The New London Police Department says it's conducting an internal investigation following claims of police brutality by a Connecticut college student. Lee Messier, junior, Connecticut College, says cops cuffed him and threw him to the ground when he was trying to share information he had about assault of a female that had taken place in the dorm room next to the one he was in late Saturday night. He says that after being forced to the ground, he was threatened with mace and received 4 to 5 direct blows to the head from one of the knees of the arresting officers. Other officers kicked him repeatedly in the back and pressed his head extremely hard into the ground. And then there was this is when he beat and maced the dude at a drug treatment center. 2 NLPD managers retire, officer fired. Oh, this is when him and his brother were both suspended. Manager Todd Bergeson and manager Joshua Bergeson, brothers who are veteran police officers in the city, were named in recent but unrelated internal investigations, included one that ended with 8-day suspension for the latter. Todd Bergeson was placed on administrative leave this week because of allegations related to his use of leave time and testimony regarding such use. He was notified in a March 27th letter by Police Chief Brian Wright that he had been named in an internal affairs investigation the city intended to hire outside legal counsel to investigate. The day obtained the letter to Bergeson on Wednesday through a Freedom of Information request. Todd Bergeson, who has been with the department since 1994, is to remain on leave until a hearing can be held on the issue. A timeline for the investigation was not immediately available. Joshua Bergeson, who also serves as the local union president, was notified in a March 6th letter by Wright that an investigation had determined he was in violation of department policy related to respect and courtesy, conduct on becoming an officer, and use of force reporting. He was suspended for 3 days without pay in one complaint and 5 days for a separate complaint. He was also ordered to attend designated retraining. The city has not yet released details of the complaints or the internal investigation, but the documents obtained by the day show Joshua Bergeson and 4 other officers were named in a citizen's complaint filed by Daniel Kokoska. The complaint was related to Kokoska's interaction with police on August 20th, 2022. A letter to Joshua Bergeson dated August 12th, 2022 confirms an internal investigation was related to employee conduct with the public and a posted YouTube video. So that's it, and there's literally more. I could go on and on about the Bergeson family and these dudes in the New London Police Department. I don't know much about Todd other than he has been named in multiple lawsuits. Some of the ones that I have read are pretty outrageous, but I don't have much to say about the department overall. Like, even though I wasn't happy with how everything went went down, I liked Wright. Wright treated me fair. He was respectful, and he was probably better than any other chief I've dealt with to date. Galante actually did the right thing, and this is what they get. Instead of this idiot saying, wow, I messed up. Look, if people aren't happy, I broke the law. I violated this dude's rights. Maybe I need to do better. He's not taking accountability, which leads me to believe that he would just go out and do this over and over and over. He's probably done this way more times than it's been reported. In the multiple times that it has been reported, I'm surprised that he still is a cop. But this just goes to show how big of a problem these corrupt unions are and these horrible trash bargaining agreements are. They keep retards like this on the force out hurting and assaulting citizens. And I'm glad that they chose to go on with SailFest. Like the mayor said, this has been going on for 50 years. And since they didn't listen to him, but since he was the union president, the union wanted them to listen. And since they didn't, they ran and made a post about it and started all this media coverage. And look what happened. SailFest went on and it was perfectly fine. And all this would have been avoided if they had just left him fired in 2012, 2011, whenever that incident occurred, like they should have. But I thought this was crazy, and I thought people should see this. I will link all the information in the description. As it appears, that criminal is back to work, so he's probably out assaulting and attacking people on a daily basis over cameras. Everybody has a phone. And if you guys disagree, all the information will be in the description. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.